Another man who has travelled across the Tasman is one Tony Pike. We're just trying to get him on the phone now. In fact, we've found him by virtue of the wonders of technology. And Tony Pike, I understand you are this time in Queensland, not sitting at Cambridge, about 20 miles away from me.
No, that's correct, Steve. And nice sunny Brisbane. It's about 28 degrees and very pleasant.
Very good. Between you and Donna Logan, we've got the weather covered here. Hey, listen, first of all, before we talk about Rangipo, a couple of things I want to talk about. Provocative, gee, went round at Ipswich. I didn't even see it in. Missed it, $1.70. That's better than Bang Hindrest.
Yeah, she won well yesterday, Steve. Obviously, the biggest concern was probably getting around the Ipswich track. It's very tight and turning and doesn't really suit a big long striding filly like her. But she got the job done and did it well. And, second up at 2,200 metres, so she'll improve off that as well.
She'll go to the Oaks, clearly?
Look, that's the plan at this stage. She's still very borderline whether she's going to get a start or not. Obviously, that's all prize money related, so we'll know a bit more after first acceptances next Wednesday. And if she doesn't get a run in the Oaks, then we'll probably look at giving her another run over here and heading towards the Derby.
All right. Well, let's talk about Ragu quickly before we talk about Rangipo. He's heading off to Hong Kong.
Yeah, Ragu's heading off to Hong Kong. He's owned up there, and was the intention was for him after his 3-year-old season to head to Hong Kong. Obviously, with the Hong Kong Derby in mind, he's been a very honest racehorse for us, and he had some great battles with his stablemate Rangipo over the past few months, and probably deserved to win more than he did. But hopefully he settles in well up there and does a good job. He's a nice horse, and it's probably a loss to the stable, but Kennick, the owner, should have a lot of fun with him up there.
Yeah, well, one to follow, no doubt. We get a lot of that, as we know, racing coming in from Hong Kong. But Rangipo, the horse that you mentioned, that's the one we're going to focus on now. He steps out on the last on Saturday. I had a look, a man was telling me he's not nominated for the Derby. What's going on there?
No, he's not, Steve. He won the Derby at home, but look, to be fair, we never thought he'd get the trip. He was just in great form, and he's such a tough horse. He managed to just fall in, and he was a pretty tired horse afterwards. I don't think I'd like to try him at a mile and a half again, but we've decided to drop him back to the shorter trips. He'll obviously kick off over 13.50 on Saturday, and then the Queensland Guineas in a mile looks his main target over the Winter Carnival here.
All right, well, as fitness goes, first time up, set weights, 3-year-olds, you're going to get a lot of people following you. And how forward is he?
He's forward. He's worked really well this week, Steve. Obviously, he ran a mile and a half only 10 weeks ago, so he's still got plenty of residual fitness there, and we've just tried to keep him as fresh as we can. So, as I said, his work's been good, and look, he'll need to be on his A game. He's drawn a good gate. It's probably one of the hottest 3-year-old fields we've seen up here in Brisbane of late. There's some pretty smart horses in it, but he should get a good run from his good gate, and as long as he can run prominently, then he'll be ready for the Queensland Guineas.
I see Vinny's gone over. I don't blame him, but the advantage you have, of course, Vinny's spending some time there recently as well.
Yeah, Vinny decided to come over. He rode Provocative yesterday and got the job done, which was great. And he's had a great association with Rangipo. He's won 7 races on him, so we couldn't really take him off. We were going to give him his chance over here on him, and Vinny will probably stay here for the next 2 to 3, 4 weeks and get out of the cold New Zealand weather, I would say. All
right, have you tag team with Don Selwood? Have you seen him home?
No, Don's still here. Yeah, no, Don's plodding around.
So what are you doing?
His winters in Brisbane. Just supervising there, Steve, just making sure they're all doing the job properly. But no, I'll be back on Sunday and probably shoot over next Saturday for the size produce.
Hey, listen, what about Saturday here? You got anything around that I can put my muddy on for my mother?
Yeah, I got 2 in the last, Steve, but obviously that's going to be very much track related. It looks like we're going to be in for a pretty wet couple of days, so it's the last race at 2 Rapids, so I don't think I can be confident about anything by that stage of the day. All
right, well, you put your sunnies on and just relax in that 28, 29 degrees there, my friend.
No, we'll do, Steve. No problem. See you.